Hello readers, welcome back to Sandra is Book, where we talk all things book and bookish related, where I film some reading vlog, talk about books. Overall, just, be crazy about books. So today we have a big book haul from Book Outlet as usual, and I can't wait to dive right into it, and I can't wait to share these books, and I can't wait to read these books. I don't even need scissors or my keys or anything to open these boxes anymore. I've just become so accustomed to opening boxes at work, book boxes at work, and just, accustomed to opening these Book Outlet boxes, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed, actually. I'm not bitter about it. I'm actually really happy about it, although I am struggling for that last little haul, so just give me a second. Well, that was the workout of my day. Why go to the gym when you can film book hauls, right? Right. So the first book we have here is The God Game by Danny Toby. Obviously, I don't know much about this, but I believe it's science fiction where people play the game where they act like gods and some crazy stuff happen. So I'm really excited for this. Look how shiny this cover is. I've seen it at work actually, and I'm so happy that I bought this online for $2. So yeah. Oh my god, this is so cute. We have Stranger Planet by Nathan Y. Pyle, and this is basically the sequel to the first Strange Planet book. It's basically these little aliens that talk about modern topics that we as readers can relate to, about life, jobs, depression, isolation, etc. So I'm so excited. I did not think that this book would be this cute mini version, so oh my god, I want to read this right now. It's so cute. Then I got Made by Stephanie Land. Obviously right now there's a Netflix adaptation for this book, this autobiography, where basically this woman, she is homeless and she kind of is going into a homeless shelter, and she's trying to raise her daughter, and she's the victim of domestic abuse, and it's really hard-hitting. I've read so far the first chapter on my phone, and I really enjoy it. I really can't wait to read this finish and then watch the Netflix series and do a little comparison. So there are two cult books in this book haul because I want to write a cult book, and I want to write it as respectfully as I can because I'm really interested in cults, and I think it's representative of the crisis we have as a society and as our communities. So I think that it's really hard to listen to the stories of cult survivors, and I do believe that they deserve their own voices, and I do think that it's so bad, the reaction that we have as a society towards people that have befell cults, because it could happen to anyone. I still believe it. I believe the more you believe it won't happen to you, the more likely it might happen to you. People just like to pry on other people's vulnerability, and it's just a matter of life. It doesn't surprise me that we have these crises of cults. So I got a fiction book, which is The Project by Courtney Summers. I have her other books. She's really amazing at diving deep at these big, hard-hitting topics and doing them respectfully. So I'm pretty sure she's done a good job in this one too, and I can't wait to read it. I also got Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. Obviously, I need to get a Leigh Bardugo book because I got the Grisha Verse series trilogy, but I'm slowly collecting the other books, the other standoff series, if that's how you call them. So I had to collect this one, and I still have to collect the first book in this series specifically. So yeah, I'm excited. Look, there's the Shadow and Bone series, then there's the Six of Crows series, and then there's the King of Scars series, basically. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I need to collect them all so I can read them all. Then we have Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Powers. Honestly, I don't know too much about this book. I think it's this young girl that goes back to her mom's hometown to try to figure out what happened there, why she's so estranged, and while she's there, she cannot escape herself from that hometown. So I don't know, it's probably dealing with family history, family trauma, so I'm really interested to actually read this one. This next one, I'm going to butcher the name, but it's called Mona by Paula Olisaro. And I honestly just bought this because when I read the description, it talks about a writer and she comes to know other people that are from different ethnic background, and one of those people is actually a Persian man. So I got really interested and excited to see that because I love books that have Persian main characters, as we've seen on this channel. Another book I don't know much about but is about a novelist, and it's called Private Novelist by Neil Zank. And honestly, I just fell in love with the cover and I had to pick it up, and I saw some good reviews, so I trusted that enough to just pick it up. I love books that have writers as main characters, as we've established, right? I have The Echo Wife by Sarah Gailey. I love Sarah Gailey. I'm reading her other book right now, Upright Women Wanted or something. I hope this book will also be as amazing as that book. It's a very short book, so I'm so excited to pick this up. It's a new release and I'm just really excited for all these books, okay? I have to stop saying I'm really excited because you know I'm excited. Like I said, I was talking about cult books, and I have this book. It's Don't Call It a Cult, and it's by Sarah Berman, and she basically is one of the survivors of the Nixium cult with, you know, what's his name, Rainier, the Rainier guy that's sentenced to prison for life. Yeah, I'm so freaking excited to read this one. I'm scared to read it at the same time, but yeah. Then we have a book that is non-fiction, and it's called Evil, the Science Behind the Darkness of Humanity. I'm not sure if that was the subtitle, but it's called Evil, and it's by Julia Shaw. And I had heard great reviews about this book. I don't remember where. I think it was on Instagram. And I was like, okay, this is on my immediate wish list. So anytime I'll see it, I'll actually buy it right away. And then we have the last two books. We have The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. This is basically about two people that are sharing a flat, but they never really coincide, but they leave each other some notes, and then I guess there's a romance forming. I feel like everyone has read this book in the last year and a half, 2 years, so I'm the last one to, you know, jump on the hype train, so I'm excited to jump on the hype train. And then finally we have Outlawed by Anna North, and it's basically like a western, but it's a female western because women are escaping society because they're queer and they just want to live off in their own life. And I think that's the story. If not, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm so excited. This has got a lot of hype thanks to the Bellatrix account. Bellatrix is run by Emma Roberts, famous actress. So I can't wait to read this one, and let me know if you've read any of these books because I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna just like jump these books at the top of my TBR because I want to read all of them right now. So I'm back with my second part of this vlog, so the end part of this vlog, the most exciting part. Actually, if it's a book haul, there's no most exciting part, there's just excitement in general. So let's just cut to the chase. So I just got these two items from work. This is Milan Kundera's book, The Festival of Insignificance. I'm really excited to read this because right now I'm currently reading The Unbearable Lightness of Being, but I'm reading it in French because it was initially released in French, translated from Czech, and then it was translated into English. I don't know if that makes sense. That didn't make sense to me. I like his works because he always references the great philosophers, you know, the ones that we're used to, like Nietzsche and all the Greek philosophers as well. And he just like takes their thoughts and he just runs with it basically, while still having like a narrative story of his own. And usually his characters are from Prague and they are dealing with, you know, communism, and they're dealing with, you know, their own problems post-war, during war, etc. It's always interesting for me to see how he uses the similar setting and the similar themes, but with different people and different ideas explored over and over again. Then obviously I got these pens. It's called Le Pen. It's 4 basically pens, and it doesn't even say ballpoint or anything, and I couldn't open it to check. I was so scared that they wouldn't be what I wanted them to be because they're a bit of an investment for me buying these, because I have a ton of pens, but none of the pens that I have I like to annotate. The ones that I like to annotate, I've used them all. I had like a pack of like 24 pens, black pens, for annotating my books that weren't like see-through but easy to grip, easy to annotate, you know. Ballpoint pens, you're just like pressing down, ripping, and it's so annoying, like it just takes more time. So luckily I tried these pens on that book right after I purchased it, and I love it. So I might buy more of these pens, or I might even buy these pens in all the different colors that they have. So yeah, I'm just so excited. I love annotating books. Then I got this from the Book Depository. I have not ordered books from the Book Depository in about 3 to 5 years. Like, I only order books from Book Depository when I can't get them anywhere else, and I am so excited. I love that sometimes they have editions of books that I would not find here in Canada or online, so I always go and buy them from Book Depository. So let's get into this. I know exactly what this book is, and I think you will be excited as well. This is Satisfaction. Alright, are you guys ready? Oh my god, I can feel the bookmark. Oh my god, I thought I knew what it was. Oh my god, I literally played myself. I thought I knew what it was because it was a small packaging, but I did not think to myself this other book that I ordered could also be a small book. And it's In Watermelon Sugar by, I don't know what's the name, In Watermelon Sugar by Richard Brautigan. And basically this book is what inspired Harry Styles for his Watermelon Sugar song. And it's really short. It's like literally 140 pages, and apparently it's super hilarious. It doesn't look like a story from here, but I don't even know anything about this book. I just know that Harry Styles recommended it, and I can't find it anywhere else but the Book Depository, and I kind of really enjoy this cover. I'm sorry the lighting is ruining this cover for you guys, but don't worry, as usual I'll insert every link in the description down below. So I thought another book was coming, so we're gonna have to wait for another book haul video for you to see what book I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I know it's frustrating because I'm so excited and you're like sitting there like, what could it be? I hope you're sitting there with like, what could it be? Because I love intrigue. I love giving you and serving you intrigue. So I hope you're thinking that. If not, you should be thinking that because it's a really exciting book. And then obviously it came with bookmarks, and we have these little cute bookmarks. They're not as nice as I remember them to be. You have Eat, Pray, Love, and you have The Alchemist. I want to read Eat, Pray, Love, but I don't like The Alchemist that much by Paulo Coelho. But why am I talking about this? Let's just get to the books. Why am I like this? Now we got the rest of the books that I got from work, so they're just in this little handy dandy bag, and I'll just get them right out and let you know what they are. We have The Written World by Martin Pushner, and I've been eyeing this book like crazy, like a hawk, and like they were down to like 2-3 copies in store, so I needed to get it. I needed to get a copy. I just was looking at it all the time, and it's basically like the history of stories and storytelling. I don't know anything else much about it. I haven't heard or seen anyone talk about it, but I'm excited to be the one to read it and talk about it. Then we have You Know You Want This by Kristen Rupinan, and basically this is a short story collection, and apparently it's really hilarious, and I think it has some feminist undertone. It caught my eye a few months ago, but I never thought twice about it until like I looked online and I saw a Goodreads review by someone I follow on Instagram, and I really trust their ratings, and I know they read a lot of feminist works, so I picked it up. And apparently it says here Cat Person and Other Stories. I don't know what that is, but it mentioned cats, and I have 2 cats, and actually they're pretty good right now because they want to go into this bag and it would make so many crinkly noises, so I am guarding this bag with my foot. And yeah, but I love cats, you know, you just gotta suffer through them. Then we have First Bite by B. Wilson, and this is basically how we learn to eat and all about the psychology of eating and how, you know, the cultural meaning of eating. I heard about this book in a podcast. It's called We're Spinning Plate Podcast, and it's with Emily and Kiara, who's here on YouTube as Kiara Forrester. I love her videos. She looks exactly like Rory Gilmore, and she's really amazing. I love her videos have just been so comforting to me in the last year. And you also have her friend Emily, a little writer M, on YouTube as well. So when they talked about an episode about eating and food and, you know, eating disorders, Kiara recommended this book, and I've been intrigued since, especially since I saw it at the first glance at the store, and I was like, oh, this looks really interesting, something I would read because I love reading about food and eating disorders. And so yeah, I just needed that extra push to get it. Then we have We Were 8 Years in Power by Ta-Nehisi Coates. I think that's how you say his name. I hope I'm not wrong. If I am, please feel free to correct me, and you know, do it respectfully, because I don't mean any harm at all. That's why I actually pick up books like this, because I want to learn more and I want to learn from different voices, and you know, just read about our race and gender inequalities of our society, because it is a real fact and it's a real thing. So I heard great things about this. However, I'm not too sure if it's strictly nonfiction, but I do believe so. And I do believe that he is talking about when Obama was the president in the United States. So that was it. This concludes another big, huge book haul. But as always, I couldn't resist some great prices, some great books that I've been holding off on. And I finally got them and I'm excited. Even with the pens, I didn't want to buy any pens, but I need it now because I can't highlight with anything in my books. I can't annotate anymore. So I'm just so excited now to go and read and, you know, film reading vlogs for you guys. And, you know, just share my impressions about these books and share my love of reading with you guys. So let's do something differently in this book haul. I want you to let me know what is your top 1 or 3 books that you found exciting from this book haul. It could be books you've heard of before, it could be new books you've never heard of. Let me know, what are some of your favorite genres? I just want to know. I want to get a feel about what people like to watch on this channel, because the funny thing is, I don't know if you've realized from all these book hauls and my reading vlogs, I have a very diversified taste. Like, I will read literally almost everything, and up until last year this was not true, because I would read everything except like self-help / business, and even that has changed in my life. So that's really interesting to me, the progression of my reading and my reading taste. So I will read anything from children to fiction to adult to biography to business, self-help, entertainment, etc. So I don't know if you're the same, if you have some genres that you like more than others. I definitely do gravitate more towards literary fiction lately in the last 2-3 years. I don't know if that's just a thing going on, or if because literary fiction is probably just a very big, broad term for most books. But anyways, just let me know, what books are you most excited of and what would you like to see next. But for now, keep reading and I'll see you next week. Bye!